Well, this is the first segment of update number possibly 8, I think. Yeah, it's number 9, sorry, I think. Anyway, so as you can see, I've sprayed that mask off. I did this off camera, sprayed it off, and then I used what colours were they? It was Flat Earth, which is XF52, over and sprayed, masked it off completely, obviously, you can see that. And then I mixed a bit, when it was near the bottom, I mixed it heavily with this buff, XF57, and then done some spraying across it to look as if it was material, because it is material, and it looks like it's got sort of waves in it and worn. So I think it just looks gives it, rather than just a flat colour of the earth brown. And so that's done there. I also done these, and these still need painting, but it does line up with, oh well, if you get the right one, it does. It lines up with it perfectly. Oh, hold on, if I drop this off a little bit, there you go. I think you can see it now. Oops, keep going the wrong way. That's it. So this goes on here like this now. So if I, oops, I still got the wrong one. This is it. So this one goes on here, like so, and there. So you can see where it goes on quite nice. If I can leave it there. And I've got to paint the ropes. Now I'm not sure. It shows it black on the actual, and whether it could be black because of the seawater and a bit of tar to actually do it. So I might do it black. I'm not sure. But anyway, or a rope colour. So I've done that. I haven't done the rear, so that's got to be done at some point. These are the bits that are, whoops, I think if I turn it this way, I've got to do these bits of brass bits here. I'll leave them like that. So they've got to be done as well. So that's been done for the other side. So we're getting on with it slowly and surely. And so I'm going to switch off now, though, and because it's now, what's it? It's Wednesday, and it's, what's the time? 20:57 when I'm just doing this last little bit of film up. I've still got my hatch that opens up. As you can see, it opens up, and I may leave it slightly open. It's all black inside, I think you know that anyway. So this is just sitting there at the moment, but it does line up quite nicely, and it looks like they've hand painted it. And it's like this one here is slightly off, I think, but it doesn't matter. One line is, and one line they just slapped the paint on and didn't realise. Anyway, so that's it. So that's the end of this segment, and I'll catch you in the next segment. Right, we're back, and I'm going to be doing a bit of painting. I won't do it all on camera because it's going to take a while. But this is it, and I'm doing it in a brown colour, and I think it's not too dark. And I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to go for the other one, the chocolate brown, because it'll be a bit more browner. What's it? Yeah, saddle brown looks quite nice. So let's get another of these things. I won't waste that bit of colour. Well, I just give it a shake. Not me doing it. There you go. I think that one looks better actually. There you go. Done that. I'll put this in here for one. Yeah, it is better. This is saddle brown, believe it or not, but it's okay to use. It's the colour we're going for, and I want it to be a darker colour. I don't want black. I've noticed on the ships they on the instructions, the actual bit I cut out shows you black, and that gives an impression there's tar on it, and tar is, I can't see it being tar. So here we go. So we've got a bit of water here to make it flow a bit better. Here we go. And I'm going to go on the back side first, although you ain't going to see much. So here we go. Because you will see this. I don't know if I'm coming a bit quick here. Coming too near. There you go. And if I talk, remember to keep him on camera, and there you go. So that's there, and coming down there because it's watery, and this is Vallejo paint. I think you might have noticed. There you go. Just taking me time. Well, sort of. Getting this side. I know then you won't see behind it, but it gives, at least I know that it's been done. I could have sprayed it, but then I'd have had to muck about trying to re-patch up where I've sprayed already with the other paints. What I want to do is do this, add the bits on around the sides, the bits you've got here. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. If I move that up slightly. These are all the bits that actually bounce on the corners. You can have the other ones, the rope ones, or we can have these. And I've seen a lot of pictures with these, so I'm going with these. But the rope one can be in it, but I'm going to have that inside because I noticed when it was moving along, it didn't have it on there. They just threw it over when they needed it. So on the side, when they're alongside the ship, I suppose. As you can see, it's taken a while. It's looking pretty good anyway. So I missed a bit there, even though I would have got that when I was doing the other side. It doesn't move then. And the next colour will be a light wash over it when it's done, so it actually reflects the lighter colour, just wash, but so it actually shows the rope details, because it's quite good. I was going to replace it all, but I thought the detail isn't too bad at all. You can see it, and so I thought I'd carry on. I suppose we'll say the easy way is to do it this way, but I quite like it. If I get one done, I'll do the other one off camera. Then I'll come back and do the wash on camera. I'm hoping trying to get this bit done today and tomorrow with the other bits on. Still not decided on the back. They're doing a camo, because I've seen quite a few pictures where the camo was on the side, but not on the front. I didn't have it on the front. We know that because you can see a lot of pictures with the front coming in to the beach, but all beaches. But it seems that the back was either done or not. So, and even one coming out the, I saw one in, I think it was done, and it didn't have anything on the back. But people paint the back on. But the back is to the beach anyway. And to be honest, landing craft with camouflage is a bit unusual because you can see them coming in from the sea, can't you? From the beaches. So, but I know what they've done it for. There you go. VE Day today. Everyone remembering D-Day. But it's not just that, it's all the battles that are fought and troops have been passed away. But I know they talk about it mainly for this VE Days for World War II. And so it should be. Sad thing is, I think a lot of the youngsters today, because the schools no longer teach anything of what I regard as valuable about history, and if they do teach history, it seems that sometimes they just change it to suit what the narrative, and that shouldn't be done. It should be taught as it happened and how it happened. And if there's anything bad in that, then you talk about that as well. You don't sort of whitewash over it, because there were mistakes made in most places. There we go. Then we're going to do this side. be a bit more careful here because we got. That's it, this bit I don't have to be so careful with. There we go again. Keep going. Yeah, we had the 2-minute silence this morning, so did that. And because this craft it means something to me really, because my father-in-law was one of the crewmen. He wasn't a coxswain, he wasn't the engineer, he was one of the crewmen. And most people use the pikes, and also was doing the ropes down on the ramp at the beginning, at the end. I'm still not sure about those dingers, you know, the actual life rafts, because there's only 2 and there's 4 crew members, and let's face it, going into the beach, I don't think they would have been using anything like that. So it's not sure about that one, but I could put them inside the vehicle, the actual raft, because there's no attachment points. If you look at actually on the crafts, on the photographs, you don't see any attachment points. I know they've got white bits, and that's most probably where it attaches on the, but you can't see. There should be something that it attaches, and if it was those, there should be some release point there, in my eyes. So I might not put them on. I might just lay them inside, glue them somewhere so they just don't keep falling around. But yeah. Just notice a bit of grey there. Silly me. Now I can get out for the back issue. Yeah, I can. Oops. It's the first time I made a mistake. I'll have to do some painting again. It's annoying that. Wouldn't mind if it was on the other side. Oh, you can't see that paint box now. camera, sorry. There you go. Got some white bits here, we can see, or plastic bits. As I say, spraying is a little bit easier, I suppose, but this is a little more relaxing, as Ron Colvey will say. Gonna make sure I've got all of it. Haven't missed anywhere. Yep, that should be okay. Right, so now what I'm going to do is hold that up, and all I can do with that. Do it that way. There you go. So there's a bit there I can see already. Yeah. The light shine on it. Hope you can't see. And you won't see like that either, because I can see bits there, so that needs doing. It's quite funny when you can see different angles, which is good. Right, that's that bit. Right, I'm going to switch off now and come back after I've done the other one, and you'll see what I've done. And what I'm going to do is do that and try and clean that bit off with a bit of thinners, but not the with the paint cleaner, paintbrush cleaner, a little, and see if that comes off. But have to go. I can actually spray that out anyway and get it done back. Right, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next segment. Well, as you can see, I've got them done. I've left them on there to dry. What I've got to do now, and I've done these 2 coils of ropes, and I was going to do some real rope, but I thought to myself they look quite convincing, just like these do. And when you see them on the ship, they're actually rolled quite like this as well, so that's okay. I suppose that's why they actually did it. So I'm going to let these dry now till tonight, and then I'm going to come in with a light sand colour, just to very thin wash, and wash over the ropes, so they actually show a slightly different colour as well. So you give it a bit of a two-tone effect to them. But I think they look quite nice as they are. But I think they just add a little bit extra. And when I come back to the next one, I've got to start this has got to be varnished first before I put it in place. So I'm doing it, get some clear coat, so I can actually do some washes over it a little bit. These have got to be put on, and that's got to be painted as well, but that's got to be made in wood, and I've done a lot of scraping on that to make it look a bit like wood. So there you go. And we've got the gun to do at some point as well. So and these have got to be added on. So and also the actual hook and the long bar, which is slipped under somewhere else now. Oh, there it is. There it is. And I think that's black and white, and I think it's a depth indicator as you're coming into the beach to give you an idea of what the depth is. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I doubt if they used it going into the beach with troops on board. They were just running as fast as they can, drop the flap, and hopefully get everyone off and proceed back to the ship, the mothership, to actually get some more troops. Anyway, so that's it for this segment. I've just thought I'd show you what I've done. Next bit, I'll be gluing these bits on. These are still going on. These have got to be glued on as well, because these are the hatches that go over that side. They're both going to be open so you can see down inside, and I want to do them, both of them, so I can actually varnish inside and satin varnish and do a bit of washing on. Let's just bring out some of the details. It looks nice like this, but it needs a little bit of tonal difference anyway. So there you go. So that's what I've done so far. I'm going to go and relax for a little while now, and I'll catch you in the next segment. Right, we're back, and it's still the VE Day, Victory Day, and so it's 17:35. So I've actually done these now, and I'm going to glue them on, and I can actually do the other bit of putting some a wash on this after it's done, and actually varnished as well. So what I'm going to do now is going to stick this onto. Oops, there you go. I'll move that one out of the way. Stick this onto here, and just to test fit it, to show you. I think you'll be. Oh, you can see the pattern anyway. So there it is. It goes there, and then it goes onto that there as well. So it's going to be sticking on there like that, and that's what we want to do. So I'm going to have this a bit tighter though, because it keeps moving. There you go. So this one's there. So what I'm going to be doing, and there's a bit I can do that anyway. I'm using this glue, this one here, the contactor. In fact, I'm going to move it out a little bit actually. There you go, that do. As far as it goes actually. Right, here we go. So I've tested to make sure this is okay. So what we want to do is go along this bit here. There you go. So what we're going to do, I'm going to make sure we get this one on first. So it goes into, this is where it's going to be awkward, because I want to see that bit there. Right, it's gone into the hole, and that's gone to the hole. Now I'll start going along here and holding it on. Yeah, it's looking okay good there. Turn it off a couple of seconds till I come back and see it's dried. Right, that's on now. I shall most probably check it later to make sure it's still firm. But it is hanging loosely away from the actual ships, which is what it's meant to do. So like it is here. Now we made I'm going to put this number on here and this one here. So I need a number 18, and number 18 is one of these. Number 18. Look at that. Now I can touch this up afterwards, so where's my cutters? Where have they gone? Oh, there. No, they're not. That's weird. Oh, I'm going to come back, I can't find. When I'm back, I found them. They dropped down behind to my right hand side, so couldn't see them. They was hidden under a bit of paper. But anyway, there they are. That's how we've gone back on. So we need let's get this back over here. So we need a number 18 to go here. number 18. So I've got 2 sets of these, as you know. So number 18 is this one. Might need to just trim a little bit off. Oops. I'm going to break that one off actually. Going to get that bit of blade off. Start fresh. There you go. I've got a yellow medical thing that you put the blades in. It's just going there. Quite a big one, so it should last me a long time. Most probably longer than I'll be on this planet, as it were. Anyway, where's that gone? Where it goes? So we're going to cut that bit off and make sure it's tidy. I've got tons of these blades. I've got loads in this one still. Right, just a little quick rub on it. I can actually repaint that with a very fine brush. That's not a problem. Right, here we go. I've got to find out where this is. And it goes on this way, a long bit. Comes in, so I'm going to do a test fit. Look at that, fits lovely. So now we're going to do this with this one, but I'm going to use this glue again. I quite like this one. Gives you plenty of time. And as it goes in this way, that's enough. There you go, and that's in. You can see it going into place. It's funny, it's on the top as well, so that's alright, doesn't matter, I can do that. Lovely, and it fits in there perfect. So now I'm going to be doing one at the back, which is number 17, which is on this one. Just make sure, yep, the 17. So they are sided. Oops, sorry, I'm doing it off a camera again. I'm just doing a bit of sanding there just to make sure it's nice. And now I can go back in, and this one comes in the same way. No, I thought it was wrong then, because it goes into the inwards, so that's okay, right? So we can just test fit it. Yep, perfect. So I'll do the same with this one. That's it, just make sure the glue's grown. There you go. Put that on. That's in. That's done. Right. Got to turn around and do the other side now. Just make sure it's all okay. Looks like it? Yeah, right. Rather than muck about, I'll turn the whole thing round. Like so. Then put that back. Oops. So you can see what I'm doing again. There you go. It's funny, at this angle you can actually see the shading I did with the buff mixed with the base colour of that fabric there. So that's it. So we've got to do now, that's no good, and we've got to get the other one now. And now we want number, for this side, it's 17 at the front and 18 in the back. So because we're doing this side and that's the front side, so we want 17 this time. We can check it anyway. 17 is this one. This one this side. I think you can just about see it. Oops, my chair's gone round. That's it. Again, give it a little bit of a clean up. A little bit with the old sander. And now it goes in there. So this is the front one, because it's 17 instead of 18. I'll just do a test fit again. Oh no, can't do that first. We've got to put this. That's alright, I know which number that is. This has got to go on first to give it, make sure it go. So put this one into here. Always like to put the back one in first. There you go, that's going to go like that. So what we've got to do now is go a bit of glue along this. Oops, move that. And that. And we're going to come over just a little bit like this. There you go. So this has got to go on here. Then we go to the back first, and there it goes on there. See, it drops into place, and that one as well. Well, I'm going to turn off again while I wait this to make this dry. Let this dry, I should say. Right, we're back, and I haven't been away long, but it has actually got in snuggled onto there. So now we're going to do this bit now at the front, and we're going to do it earlier on, wasn't it? So test fit it again. Yep, goes in lovely, and it covers that little gap I got there, which is pretty good. Oops. There we go. That one's got to come to here now. And it's in there, lovely. Oh no, I haven't done that again, have I? No, I haven't. Good. I thought I broke me a little bit there that's in there, because I've got one spare because I made one, lost it, then found it after I actually. There you go. That's good. That's in place, as you can see. So now we've got to do one at the other end, which is here. Put that out of the way. Got to do a bit of trimming again. Not much, because them cutters do. These are display, but I have got some God hands. No, these are God hands. That's it. No, they're not. They're display, but I'm using them in God hands cover. So, but I have got a set of God hands down up there. Sorry, I'll show you later. And spare packet of these as well, because they are nice cutters. God hands are made in Japan, if I remember right. but that's really nice, delicate work. Right, I'm going to do that bit of sanding again. And because the kit part is very similar grade to this, it doesn't make much difference, but we're okay. Now we're going to come this way now with this one, comes this way. Again, we'll try it, make sure it test fits. And it does, as you can see, so I can actually get done. Oop. So now we're going to do the same. I always make sure the glue's, I know it seems a bit of a waste, but to just make sure it goes properly. There you go. So done. Right, put this on, and I have got the little small version of this, which is what Ron's got, and I think his lid's broke. I don't know, I have to check that one to see if it's the same. Right, so make sure this is in there. That's on there. That's on there. Good. I've got a little bit of paint I can do there, but it's easy enough to do. Once it goes very smallly, I don't know if you can see a little bit of the plastic showing through in a couple of places. But anyway, but I might not be able to see it on the camera, but quite happy with that. Right, now we've got some more things to put on, and the first one is one of these. Now I'm oops, that's the wrong side. I'm using these instead of the other ones. I think I said it better earlier on. So what we can do is test fit up here. That's it, and I'm going to use the same, and it comes straight up lovely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of glue on here. Same glue. Oh. I think this should be right anyway. So we're going to get a bit, I don't know if you can see where I'm going on this bit here. And I'm going to put this on. There you go. I'm going to hold it there now for a little while. Might need a bit of touch up on the paint, but not much. Oh, look at that. That's better. Yeah, it will do. It's funny how the paint comes off a little on your hands, but I don't worry because I can still do it. There you go. It's on there. And the rear one, I think it's this one, goes here, like so. So we do the same on this one. See a bit of brown that's on my finger, I forgot to wash it off from earlier on. I won't spray this back on, spray this with on camera because I don't need to. But yeah, right, it's holding on nicely. That's there. So that's done. You can see where I rubbed it off on the front. I'll use a bit of sanding paper once it's done. But let's cut this on there nicely. Right, there we go. Got to do the other side now. And that one's on. So we've got to do the same for this side. Right, there we go. This one didn't have the same problem, isn't it funny? Got to hold it there for a little while. Yep. That's good. Right, now we're going to do the rear one. Go down this edge. Same thing. This way, give me a bit more leverage. There you go. That one's done as well. Yep, about the same place as well. That's good. So basically we've got all those bits on, and I've only got to touch the one on their front there side. I must have touched it. Yeah, I did. I touched it with a bit of glue, I think. But anyway, that's not an issue. It won't take too long to do at all. So now we're up to that point, and I don't know whether we can put these on now. Yeah, we could get the actual props on these, and are you going to see? No, you're not going to see me doing that unless I tilt it forward. I'll do that later. So that's it. It's got to go on. Anchor, I'm not sure. That's got to be painted. So I've got very little to do now. I've got the, as you can see on the screen, I've got these two brass bits to sort of fit edge bits. These two bits. So really, I've got the spring gun, the ladder, the actual hose, the reel for the anchor rope. Here's the anchor, and those two things, and plus the two doors that go here, and the two propellers, and that's mainly it for the moment. We're deciding on them later. So yeah, so I'm going to be letting that dry now for a little while. But yeah, quite happy with that. And let's put it up a bit more. There you go. We've still got the rope in to do as well, and I've got the rope in the bag over there for the actual this reel. I'm going to put it around, and I'm not going to have it laying across the deck. I'm just going to have it on the reel, just hanging over slightly, ready to pull it off, because I've got the handle there that goes on that side as well. So this will go here. There you go. That's where it goes. So it fits perfectly. So there we go. So I'm going to put this bit of right. I'm not going to do it on camera, but I'm doing my heating bit to get rid of the excess. And it does clear it nicely, and it's done. I'm going to leave that off. That's it. The glue runs out really quickly when you do that. I'll clean the needle off later, but that's it. So for safety, bringing the old blades. Well, I quite like that. I use my scalpel still, but I found a lot of the time I'm going to this now, so that's okay. Right, where's that one gone? So I did these. I think I might have showed you them, but I can't find the other one now. I don't know where it's gone. Another thing to look for, I suppose. Yeah, got to look for it. So must be on the floor somewhere. Right, I'm going to call that quits then for today, and tomorrow I shall come back in. I might spray that later tonight, or this one over here. You won't see it, but spray that just to give it a coat of grey, and might even do a brush actually, because it'll be quicker. Right, that's it then. I'm going to go and look for this other bit ready for tomorrow. Catch you later. Right, I'm back, and this is going to be last segment of this video, so this will be the end of this update 10, I believe it is. We'll soon find out anyway when we see it. And what I've done now is I've actually put that on there temporarily, decided what to do. I'm not going to be putting the rafts on there. I might either put them up inside the boat somewhere. Definitely got to do the 2 doors. I've only got 2 doors, and then everything else is add-ons. So, and these 2 bits. Now, I'm still think this could be where they get depth. I'm not sure, because it can't be anything other than that, because I've seen one with looks like black and white. It could be red and white, but it looks like black and white on it, and the ladder. So that's the only things I've got to paint is these 2 bits. Whoops, these 2 bits, and the gun, which is over here, and touch up the anchor, which I'm still not going to use. I don't think it looks nice, doesn't it? So I could lay it somewhere tied to there, something. It might look nice. Who knows? But let's go. But I've got to keep it. I might like sling it in the corner because there's enough crew members to lift it up, perhaps. But right then. So that's the end of this update, and I'll catch you in the next one. And hopefully by then I will be doing some clear coat spraying and bits and pieces, and I think, I don't know whether I mentioned the decals, I'm actually going to attempt to cut them out individually so I can put them in place so you don't get so much chance of silvering. That's just the idea. So there you go. And even if I get the decal on and I've clear coated over them, I can still put the camouflage on the back if I really wanted to. I'm not really sure about that because I haven't seen too many. Whenever I look down, it's actually blank. I haven't seen them with the life rafts on the back, and I think I've mentioned that in the previous ones. And so if I want to spray it up or do a bit of camouflage, I can still mask it up and do it anyway because there isn't so much done. Oh, I have put the propellers in place. I don't really see them. Yes, you can. There they are. They're in place. Now I had a problem with that because the actual sticks I stuck them in were really stuck in. I had to cut them off and then cut the shaft off underneath the boat to put them basically butted up against it. It still looks okay. That's the main thing, and it's going done. Really sad that was. Never mind. It's done and sorted and it's all finished, and that part. Right, here we go then. So thank you very much for watching this last segment of this update. Catch you on the next one update, and thanks for watching. Stay safe and happy modelling.